In this video, I'm going to be talking about the Zoom H6 Essential Handy Recorder, which is a 6-channel audio recorder. It has onboard mics that it comes with, and you can plug in 4 additional things that are on these combo jacks, so it's XLR or 1/4 inch. So I've been using it for probably more than a year now, and it's on every video that I make that has screen capture. I use this to synchronize between the camera and the computer. It has a couple of quirks about it, which I'm going to talk about. So the first thing that's kind of like a big deal is it uses this like 32-bit float audio recording format, which is great because it has this huge dynamic range, and it can record really loud things without clipping. However, I do notice that like the way that it's set, the way that it comes, the mics are like too quiet, and then the inputs are too loud, even though you can't clip it. And when it's quiet, you can turn it up, so you can do editing in the computer, but it's not really within the range of making it an easy workflow. So I'm going to show you at the end how I've got around that. The other weird thing is these the 1/4 inch input on this combo jack. It says TRS line, which is a tip ring sleeve cable. And I'm just going to show you what that looks like. So this is a tip ring sleeve connector, and you can see that it's got these 2 rings on it. There's like tip, ring, and sleeve. So there's 3 contact points. The focus is going crazy, but hopefully you can see that. So this is a TS connector, which is tip and sleeve. And so it's a 2-contact system. For some reason with the H6, even though it says TRS on the input, it probably is by design, but there's something going on where it like shorts, like the tip and the ring are touching the contact on the inside or something, but just because of the way that the measurement is. It's not like the right length or something. I'm not sure, but what I found is when I plug in a stereo input, like input 1 is left and input 2 is right, one side will be quieter than the other. And so I thought, okay, well, maybe I'm doing something wrong. So I tried a different set of cables, and it was the same problem, but reversed. So like then the right side was too quiet and whatever. And it also sounded like on the quiet side that there was like some phase cancellation happening, which happens when this is the problem, where these, because it's a positive and a negative and they're out of phase from each other. That's how balanced signal works, so that you can run it a long length and it doesn't pick up any noise, or, well, the noise gets canceled out by this out of phase thing that happens on purpose. But when they're touching each other, you get, it phases out like actual audio that's the good audio that you want. So I was like, okay, well, how can I get around this? And that's when I just tried using a regular, just like a patch cable that you would use in a guitar, and now it works perfectly. So I've got left and right, sounds exactly like it should, and I'm happy. So I just plugged it in, and we're on the screen where it just shows the audio waveforms of the inputs. And if I press the mixer button, so now I'm going between the different inputs. So this is like input 1 and 2, input 3 and 4. There's nothing hooked up to it right now, but the thing is if I look at this, it says -10. It said -10 for a second. So this means that with the mixer going, whatever the sound coming in goes to the headphones, you can mix that sound and make it sound good in the headphones at the time that you're recording. So if you go to the recording section here, there's a record source. And so I found that I had to hit this, and this is where you can select between pre-mixer and post-mixer. So it defaults to pre-mixer, which is where I said at the beginning of the video, where the microphone that's on board, like this one, it's too quiet, and then the inputs are too loud. But when you set it to post mixer, you can actually like go to your mixer, and whatever it's set to for your headphone mix, that's actually what the waveform is that gets recorded. So you can actually get the loudness much closer to what is going to be usable for when you're mixing. That's my basic overview of the H6. And I hope you found it interesting. If you're looking to get a handy recorder, this is definitely a good quality product. Please like and subscribe and leave a comment. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.